So yesterday we checked on how to install installation steps and manage Jenkins, all the options, settings and all. Today we'll create jobs in the Jenkins. This is already explained yesterday. What is general section, source code management section, okay. Build triggers, build environment, and build post-build options. So once the build completes, what we have to do? We have to send email to the developer or what? Build means we have different types of build tools. Maven, Gradle, Ant, Shell. Okay? Like that, we can select any of the option. We can build it. Build environment. How you can configure the environment, like workspace deletion and all these things. Build triggers. So when to build. Can you also will see?
Sir, I have not received the Jenkins class 2 recording.
Class 2 recording.
Yeah, you have not sent.
Git class 1. Yesterday I shared. Thank you, share just now. Recording.
Class 1 recording you have shared, but class 2 recording is not shared yet. This is class 3.
No, that is only class 2. Whatever that one only I shared yesterday. That is only the one. First one we have recorded. No? Second one we recorded. Yesterday only we recorded it.
Okay, class 1, then this is class 3 now.
Just class 3 only. So Jenkins we have only class 2, only one recording. This one you got right.
No, class 1 I got, class 2 you have not said.
That is a Git class 1 here, you got confused. Okay. Git is class 1, Jenkins is the class 2.
Here the links. Yeah.
December batch only, no? I was right.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
మీకు కాలేదు మీరు ఫిబ్రవరి కదా. Connect to Jenkins. So Jenkins will listen on port 8080. Go to networking, copy the IP. So every time, right, public IP will change. Okay. For that reason, we will create elastic IPs. So in the real time and all, we will create some DNS names, route 53 and all. No need to enter any public IPs. We have some DNS name. Suppose you want to change the port numbers, how we can change the port number? Okay. You have to go to etc sysconfig Jenkins file. etc sysconfig Jenkins file. Okay, Jenkins. Okay. So the with Jenkins. So here you can change the Jenkins form also. Okay. And Jenkins user default port is an 8080. You can change to some other port if you want. Jenkins port. etc sysconfig Jenkins. Suppose you want to check whether the Jenkins is running on the port 8080 or not, is the command. Netstat is a command. Hyphen plant. grep is for search command, find kind of. So for us, currently Jenkins is running. So that for that reason, we are able to open the Jenkins in browser. Netstat. Hyphen plant. grep 8080. Plant, right? So 8080, we have one entry for 8080. It is listening. State is listening. Okay. So now we'll see how we'll. Last time what we did, we have to migrate the file from war file or jar file from Maven to the Tomcat, right?
Sir, one question, sir.
Hmm.
The port is 8080 earlier. Can you go to that screen command from the screen?
Hmm.
You have not made changes to 8090, no?
No, if you want, you can change it.
How to change it?
That's what I showed you. Now, open
One
this
second.
file. Now.
Hmm.
Open this file, you can change it. etc sysconfig Jenkins file. You have to restart the server again. Okay.
Yeah.
It'll open 8090.
Okay.
Okay, this is listening on 8080.
Yeah.
That's that iPhone plant. Sometimes, right, in real time, right, you will come across one scenarios like where some other servers might be running in the same port, Tomcat and all. Okay, so at that time cannot create the same port, right? On that again, cannot install on the same port. That you have to change the port number for Jenkins.
Yeah.
So now what we will do? Now we will migrate the file from Jenkins to Tomcat. So in earlier how we did in Maven, we built the job and we migrated the file. Similarly, we do in Jenkins. We create this automation, right? That was manual. This automation. Okay. We'll create one job. Okay. That job should be able to transfer the file from Jenkins to Tomcat. Okay. So Maven also we have to install. Insert this Jenkins. So I have Maven also installed. MBN hyphen version. So we have to install in the Jenkins, same similar the steps we have to follow, same steps for installation. So we need one more plugin, SSH agent. Go to Jenkins, manage Jenkins. Login.
Sir, I can't hear you, voice, sir.
Not hearing my voice.
No, okay, sir.
So manage Jenkins, manage plugins. So already I installed SSH agent. SSH agent required for connecting SSH. This plugin allows you to provide SSH credentials to build. Okay. Why SSH? agent in Jenkins. You will understand what is this. Install SSH agent. Okay, that is completed. Then Jenkins home page. We have to go to credential section. We have to add the credentials. How we are connecting, right? How we are connecting. We have to take the private key and all these things, right? Same process we'll do here. Go to Jenkins home page, credentials. Manage Jenkins. Manage credentials. Go to Jenkins. Click on this. So we need to connect to Tomcat, right? Tomcat dev or something. So we have to create one user, EC2 user with username. How we connect? If you remember in Maven, how we connected? Used SCP command, okay? Then username followed by IP address. The Tomcat server. Similarly, we have to connect. For that reason, we are creating on credentials. So what we are finally trying to do? This one, SSH connecting to this server. Okay. For connecting to this server, I need credentials of this server, right? I have to copy the private key. Okay. Same thing we are doing. Okay. Then we are copying to Tomcat, then shutdown.sh, startup. Same thing we are doing automation. Okay. We copy to webs. First step, manual process. We executed the file, we build the file, then we copy to web apps. Then we restarted the server. Here for connecting the server, we are doing SSH agent and all these things. So Tomcat dev, where we have to copy paste the key, the Tomcat server, pump file of Tomcat server. For both Tomcat and Jenkins and all that, we have the same template, same temp file. If you see, this is a Tomcat dev, username, ID, username. Okay. Enter the private key directly. Yes. Linux key pair we are using. Yes. And this one. Copy this key. Paste it. Jenkins should have private key. Then only it will connect to other server. How we are connecting from Windows machine to Tomcat or any server with help of private key. Same follow, same thing. It will also follow. So then another step we have to do. We have to add it in remote host. Means we are using SSH. This one. Next good shell, you are using this one SSH, right? For using SSH, we need SSH client, remote host. Okay, first we have to, we need what all we need Tomcat server. So Maven anyway we have, we need to install Tomcat. So I have to create Tomcat server. Okay, I will install Tomcat. skip here. Tomcat installation. Log into the server. So for anybody, any tool, right? We need Java dependency. You have to install Java. OPT. Download Tomcat. Duplicate use it for download from the untouring the file. Okay, moving the changing the name, file name, replacing the contents, and deleting the jar file, tar file. Changing the ownership from root user to EC user. Okay, giving the executable permissions. Okay, adding the Tomcat path in bash RC. Then we have to apply the changes. Source bash RC. Okay, get the soft link if you want. Tomcat up. Tomcat started. With the IP. Tomcat is some. Tomcat 0. Okay, Apache Tomcat 8.5.75. The Tomcat is ready. What is IP address? Okay, copy this IP. What's the other step? So we have to create as a remote host the Tomcat server, whatever we created. Jenkins manage Jenkins configure. Go to configure section. SSH remote host. ఇది రావాలంటే SSH agent install చేయాలి. You have to install SSH agent. Okay. Host IP ఏంది 5489. Credentials already just now define the credentials in credential section. So check the connectivity from Jenkins server to Tomcat. A successful connection. That is done. So now we'll create. First, we'll create freestyle job. Then we'll go to pipeline jobs. So we need source code for that. Okay. Source code, how we do? We'll clone it from GitHub. Okay. First step is we have to clone. Then we have to build. Okay. First is the first step. Go to February DevOps. Okay. War file deploy freestyle project. Select the type of the project, freestyle project. If you have pipeline, multi-configuration, folder, multi-branch. Okay, we'll see what is the important ones we will use in real time. Okay. Freestyle project. Here see general section. Go to source code management section. Source code, we have to provide the code, right? We have to clone somewhere. We need application code. Where will get? Git. Give the repository of the GitHub. Where we place our source code? GitHub. September. You can use the same URL. If it is a public, it will work for you. Go to the code, copy this. Copy paste this URL. Is a public, you will not mentioning any credentials. In the company's right, you have to create the credentials for Jenkins also. Username and password. This GitHub or Bitbucket, you have to create the credentials. Then only you can establish the connection. By default, you are giving the master branch. But in real time, we have to give the respective branch like feature branch, UAT, dev, like that. Okay. So default, I have here master branch. So for that, I am giving that master branch. You can give any other branch also. Then or the other section, build triggers. Build triggers means how to build the triggers. So when to build, we have to build periodically or trigger builds remotely, Polysiem, these things we'll discuss sometime. GitHub hook trigger for Git SCM polling. This option means when the developer commit the code, automatically this job will trigger. You'll see these options, build trigger options. Okay. Polysiem. Polysiem means there will be some schedule we mention. Based on the schedule, it will try to check in the GitHub whether there are any changes in the code. If there are any changes, it will automatically trigger. Okay. It is Polysiem. Build periodically. So if you do the changes or if you don't do the changes, it will run. Suppose every day we schedule at some time, it will run automatically. It won't check in GitHub whether any changes are there. Whatever the code in GitHub, it will download. It will try to build the job. This is called build periodically.
Sir, for running the build periodically, there is certain pattern, right?
Yeah, we have to give the schedule. That we will discuss later. This high level I'm explaining what is build periodically.
Okay.
Okay. So that is the difference between these three. Build periodically, Polysiem, GitHub help trigger for Git SCM poly. Trigger build from scripts. Scripts or someone might be using scripts also. They can also run the jobs. Build after other projects are built. Means suppose there is some dependency, there is child and parent kind of thing. First we have to run the parent child. Like the first job we have dependency on the second job. Then first job should complete, then only second job we can run. So at that time build after other projects are built. That option. Build environment. I told you right how we are planning to build it. So about the build, if it is stuck, okay, delete the workspace. This is build related, environment related things. These things are okay. We need to concentrate more on this. Then build step. Okay, what to build? You are building using Gantt or Gradle or anything. Execute step. So currently, we will execute using shell script. And post build actions. Once the build is completed, you want to generate any email notifications. Can use post build actions. So what is the comments you can follow here? Okay, you can do manually also. Okay. One more thing you have to build, right? Once you build only, we'll get that jar file war files. For that, we are what to do? So under the build environment section, select SSH agent credentials. Required, I think. It's not required, I will see. So these steps we'll do. Shell script, this is called shebang operator, hash and exclamation mark. Mostly this we can do it complete shell exception script. So here SCP means secure copying of the files. Is war file to EC user at the rate the IP address of the Tomcat server. What is the Tomcat server IP? Okay, this is IP address 5489, correct? Hmm? So once we copied, then we have to shut down and start Tomcat. Okay. So for this script to run, we need what? We need what? War file. War file how will generate? How will you get the war file? Hmm? So we need Maven. That build step. Invoke top level Maven targets. So Maven version, Maven 3. So I installed it. I'll show you how it is. MVN clean package. What we executed? MVN clean package. Save this. So go to manage Jenkins. Global tool configuration. Maven installations. Maven 3. Maven home directory, Maven path. We have to give like this. So where we installed Maven OPT directory. This is a bin file location. Okay, so okay, now we will execute it. For execution, just click on build now button. For running any job, you have to click on build now. Okay. Just right click on this, open a new tab. You can check the console output. So this success. Green symbol means success. What are the steps it is executing? SSH agent is the first thing. It should start the agent. Okay, then it is trying to download the code. Okay, from Git. Then it is scanning for the project. It is doing the build here. Once the build is completed, build is success. So we got war file, building war file success. Under target, Nexus war project we got created. The same war trying to copy it. Okay. Enter the Java server. Okay, hello world. So let me change the code little bit. The web index.jsp. Which code it is taking? September 21 date. Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Go to the server and see.
90 కొట్టారా 90 ఏమన్నా వేస్తారా వద్దా
తీసుకొని రాస్తాను కింద షాపు లేదు ఆయన మార్చుకున్నాము
సార్ కిందనే ఉంది సార్ మనకి ఎంత కావాలని 90 కావాలన్నా
go to configure source code management is fine. Master branch. Master branch. Okay. Run on what is. Connectivity is good. షెల్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవ్వట్లేదు బిల్డ్ అవుతుంది షెల్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవ్వట్లేదు ఇష్యూ అర్థమైందా? ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటంటే స్టార్టింగ్ బిల్డ్ అవుతుంది, ఫైల్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ కాల. ఓకే, ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ అయినా బిల్డ్ చేసి వేస్ట్ కదా, ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ కాకముందు బిల్డ్ చేయాలి. సో అందుకనే హలో వరల్డ్ డిఫాల్ట్ ప్యాకేజ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది. మ్యాన్ బిల్డ్ చేసినప్పుడు ఏమొస్తుంది? డిఫాల్ట్ ఇట్ విల్ కమ్ విత్ హలో వరల్డ్, రైట్? సేమ్ హలో వరల్డ్ ఇస్ బీయింగ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటెడ్. ఓకే, సో నౌ వాట్ we did this time, I went to configure section, build triggers, build. Okay, first it will execute ambient clean package, means whatever the code we downloaded from the git, we will try to do this step. Then once we generate this war file or jar file, that generated files we are copying to Tomcat. Okay, earlier default one, now we customize this one. That's the difference. Another way of doing, so we can deploy using container plugin also. This is one way. Pipeline. Deploy to container plugin. There is one plugin we have to add. Okay. Deploy to container plugin. We create one more job. New item. File. Container plugin. So for that we have to install plugin. Use a plugin. Go to manage plugins. Install. Deploy to container. Deploy to container already installed. For your case, you have to go to available section, select that, install without restriction. Plugin allows you to deploy a WAR file to a container after successful build. In post build actions. Post build actions. Deploy WAR UR file to container. So what is the path? We'll get target. Under target only you generate this WAR file. Copy that. Then what is the context path? So we have to add container. Add container. Okay. Which one you want? Install Tomcat 8, right? Tomcat 8.7 point something. 8 Tomcat 8 version. Okay. Credentials. So anyway, I will change it. Okay. Tomcat deploy admin. We have to do that. Then Tomcat URL. Copy this URL. Remove the jar file name. Same name, HTTP slash This is the post build action. But before the build, we need var file. Add build step. Invoke top level maven targets. Then 3 goal plain package. Save, apply. I think we have to go those steps again now. Tomcat. Steps we have to do. Tomcat, right? Okay. Go to third one, I think. First and second, nothing. VA, open that file. Okay. Comment this class name. Escape, save, double Q. This path, go to this path. Do the same thing. Okay, then users we have to add admin. Then only will get privilege. Tomcat users. Same call paste. Okay, then now we can restart the Tomcat. Start it. So now IP address we have to change the credential section. Now go to manage Jenkins. Credentials. Manage credentials. Jenkins. Click on this global credentials. Tomcat deploy. Update. So password admin. Okay, we have to give the password. ID Tomcat deploy. Discuss Tomcat. That's it. Save. We'll run this. Container plugin. I'll do small modification. Update. Jenkins, Maven, Tomcat, deployment with Tomcat. Integration with container plugin. Commit it. Commit the changes. Build now. Hmm? అవునా ఎక్కడ వర్క్ ఉంది బిల్డ్ ఫెయిల్ అవుతుంది ఓకే మనం అది ఇవ్వాలి కదా సోర్స్ కోడ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఇవ్వలేదు కదా ఫైల్ హ్యాండ్ తెచ్చుకుంటుంది కావాలి కదా ఫైల్ దానికి ఫైల్ ఉంటేనే కదా దాన్ని బిల్డ్ చేసి ఫుల్ డిప్లాయ్ ఇట్ సోర్స్ కోడ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ బిట్ ఓకే గివ్ ద URL of this bit copy paste here okay apply save good now now is done deploying see container plugin okay 2 ways to deploy virtual project using shell execution container plugin another way is a pipeline but we'll see tomorrow that is straightforward I don't know it will allow or not 10 o'clock only I said the time just what are the steps we did manually, right? We'll keep in pipeline. That's it. Tomorrow master slave population. You can just change the IP values. You can try your own. So first what we did, we cloned the code from GitHub. Second step, we build the project. Second step, third step, we are deploying Tomcat. Instead of manual, we added everything in the script. So this pipeline, we have two types of pipelines we have. Scripted pipeline, declarative. That will come in next section, next sessions. Starts with node, then stages. Stages, stage name. First stage is checkout stage. Second stage, okay, Maven build stage. Okay. Third stage, deploy to dev. Because the SSH agent you created, Tomcat dev, same name should be there. Let me try it. Again, we can't create tomorrow again. Tomcat. New item. What will apply? Pipeline. Select the type of the project as pipeline. Go to pipeline directly. Okay. Or paste this code. We'll discuss in detail about pipeline later also. So this everything tool and all we defined it. This is a path. Okay. Maven 3 type is Maven. Maven clean package. SH is the command to execute shell commands. SSH, this one you know, right? Already SSH shell command, SAP secure copy. So if you add whatever, how many commands you want, inside 3 double quotes, it will execute that shell. SH, if you add one SH in front of them, it is enough. You can add multiple shell commands inside this. Client say one thing you have to see, right? SSH agent, Tomcat dev is there. That one we have to see. Manage Jenkins. Configure system. Tomcat. This Tomcat. This one only, right? Tomcat dev. Agent is there. We can check the connectivity. Okay, only this step we have to. Here also I'll slightly modify. Some pipeline. The changes. Build the change. So build is success. Like this step by step you can see this successful. First step is build, right? First step is checkout stage. Okay. Second stage is MN build stage. Stage checkout stage. Stage wise we can check the output. Then deploy stage. Using pipeline. Okay. 3 ways we did today. We install Tomcat. Okay. And pre-install project, container plugin, pipeline. Let's share this.